Hello everyone, my name is Darnie Flourishnift and welcome to the Racing Review, where I give you a brutally honest review and rating of event labs in Forza Horizon 5. Today's event I'll be covering is Gyoson by GT-Deny, and I'm 90% sure this is just a photo map that you can race around, but we'll get to why I think that in a bit. Today I'm driving the 1989 Nissan S-Cargo, tuned to the top of D-Class. Alright, so starting with the track layout. It's there. I personally don't think it flows very well. It's a lot of back-to-back corners with some having no room to set up for the next corner when you're in the higher classes. Not to mention the fact that the track is completely flat, and some corners have jagged walls next to them, or no walls at all. The racing line does help a bunch, but the checkpoints are pretty sparse and allow for some minor creative racing lines. This event does have an alternate route, which is cool, and it's definitely slower than the main route, which is good, so it can be used as like a joker lap. I was going to say this is an asphalt track, but it's more like 98% asphalt and 2% grass, because right before the track meets back up with the regular road, it goes over a grass patch. Though it's only on the main route, not the secondary route. It is on a corner, so you really have to watch your braking and throttle inputs. There are a couple of dead stops, but what you really have to watch out for is some sudden sharp edges in the decoration, especially near the end of the lap. The main route gets super tight with a bunch of houses covering half the road. Now let's talk about the decoration. What mainly leads me to believe that this is primarily a photo map is that the majority of the decoration is in one small area. Pair that with the track layout being subpar and the tight section being in the same spot as almost all the decoration, it focuses the build to that one location, leading me to believe it's a photo map. Plus, it just looks so good. All those absolutely stunning buildings and man-made mountain create a perfect backdrop. And the fact that it's all built beside a lake with the houses nearby it having wooden docks with some personal watercraft is really cool. The detail in this section is staggering. Every single building has its own personality and design. All the houses by the lake are even more detailed, with balconies, sheds, stairs, and one house even has its own boat garage. The two bridges that are part of the secondary route are also really cool and have some interesting architecture that definitely fits the Japanese theme. And finally, there's a mountain behind it all. I like the tunnel that goes through it, and the pathway up the side is a really cool touch. The addition of trees and some dirt platforms really add to the mountain and help it look less repetitive and basic. Although there are a few spots near the base of the mountain where some white texturing from the grass and dirt platforms can be seen. With all that being said, let's get to the rating. The positives for this event are good racing line, alternate route, great world building, stunning detail, awesome buildings, and overall nice decoration. The negatives for this event are subpar track layout, flat track, sparse checkpoints, jagged walls, dead stops, some white textures from platforms visible, sudden tightening of track, the grass patch at the end of the main route, and it's limited to Japanese style. With that, I rate this event a 5.8 out of 10. That's not to take away from the beauty of this event, it just doesn't work that well as a racetrack, and that's okay. As a photo map you can race around, it's still really cool. Thank you all for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy the content and want to see more, or don't, that's okay too. The fastest lap I was able to get in D-Class was a 107.685. Think you can beat it?